Hai, Assalamualaikum. I'm Ahmad Syafiq Silahuddin. So our group is an Islamic group or organization which based in Malaysia, based on the sect of Ahli Sunnah wal Jamaah. So generally we carry out dakwah activities while trying to provide awareness to the public about the existence of some group that manipulate verses of Al-Quran and Hadith in terms of religious belief and faith for their own benefit. So with the effort we made for this project, we aspire to see Malaysia free from misguided beliefs and misconceptions stemming from the falsification and distortion of verses from the Quran and Hadith. We confident that this project will be successful over time as we are a trained group with organized system, have experts in the field, and we also have strong economic support. My friends and I will explain in more details after this. Alright.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khairul Akmal bin Ahmad Sayuti, number matric 1181316. Today I would like to present a little bit about the problem statement and the objective of our dakwah community project. First of all, the title of our program is Fahami Al-Quran dan Hadis. So, the problem statement of our dakwah community project is deviance in the use of Al-Quran and Hadith will affect to the Muslims' akidah among the society, especially to the teenagers. This is because the Al-Quran and Hadith are the guideline of life for mankind, and it also become the important things and the main source for the Muslim community. The development of modern technology have been cause of all the information about the verses of the Quran and Hadith can be obtained too easily. The modern technology have become threats to the community today when they use the social media for the fake hadith without investigate the true hadith first. Then the deviation and spreading false hadith without explaining about the falsity. Such an act is a sin for the Muslims community. Even if the deviation use the name of Allah and His Messenger, such an act will have a negative effect to the Muslims' akidah. The effect of the contradiction between false hadith, authentic hadith will open space and opportunity to the enemy who is always watching the weakness of Islam. So, without the proper guidance in the Al-Quran and Hadith, Muslims community will stray far from the path of Islam. Next, I will explain about the objective of our program. To solve the problem of deviation in the use of Al-Quran and Hadith, we have agreed to take the initiative by conducting a program of dakwah activities to the community. This is because the deviation of Al-Quran and Hadith is a very dangerous issue because it can affect to the Muslims' akidah. So, the aim of our dakwah community project is mainly to achieve the following objective. The first objective is to raise awareness to the local community about the effect of deviation in the use of Al-Quran and Hadith. Next, the objective of our dakwah community project is to guide to the community to use the verses of the Quran and Hadith in the right place. So the community will clear to spread the verses of the Quran and Hadith without any deviation. The last objective is to give a correct understanding about the different hadith between the authentic hadith and the false hadith. So, when all the following objective can be well achieved, all the problem that are related to the deviation of Al-Quran and Hadith can be well overcome. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, next is our project description. First of all, we will send our proposal to few organizations that had experience more in Malaysia and also well known. The purpose is to collaborate with them and achieve our goals, which is to resolve the problem. The organization that we choose to collaborate is Yayasan Dakwah Islam Malaysia, which is YADIM, and also Institusi Kefahaman Islam Malaysia, IKIM. These two organizations chosen because they have the objective, which is to spread dakwah among Muslim in Malaysia and also produce da'i that have knowledge and also have skills. With this collaboration, we can get more knowledge in our progress to achieve our goals and also get the trust from society, because we have to link with big organizations and well known in Malaysia. After that, we will make fundraising to get money and organize our program. We will request donation from people that we choose. First, to get big donation from influential person. These donation are usually received through target mail, online social media, email, and also phone solicitation. We will identify the potential donors and design appeals, also craft letters to send to them. And we also give our proposal to them so that they will know what is the purpose for the money. We also produce personalized letter to track and thanks donor who give their donation to us. After that, we will open the donation for people who wants to donate for us. So, we will get the budget for the program. Then, we will organize a program like forum and talk about verses of Al-Quran and Hadith. The program name is Fahami Al-Quran dan Hadith. This program is to achieve our goals, which is to resolve the deviance of using verses Al-Quran and Hadith among local community that can affect Muslims' Akidah. And this program will invite popular preacher like Ustaz Haryanto Rizal and also Ustaz Don Daniel to give talk about the use of verses of Al-Quran and Hadith and also the right place to use the verses. By using famous preacher, we can attract more people to attend to our talk. This talk will give knowledge to community about the verses and avoid any misunderstanding about the meaning of verses. Next, we will promote our program to the teenagers and students in USIM. We will ask them to join this program by tell them about our goals and inputs that they can get if they join our program. We promote more to students because the main aim for us is to attract students and also teenagers to get the knowledge. This is because the teenagers will lead Islam in the future and also da'i who will spread Islam. In the program, we choose Complex Pusat Islam USIM as our venue to proceed the program. The venue chosen because our main point is to attract teenagers and also students, so it is the best place. We want to implement the program on January 16, 2021 from 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and the focus is to resolve the problems of deviances in using Al-Quran and Hadith verses among community, which can give bad effect for Muslim and also the name of Islam in the world. So, the preacher will give talk about the topic and give more knowledge to community and teenagers in the program. We will make 2 sessions, which is the talk for the first session about the topic and the second session is question and answer with the preacher. The second session is very important because the session gives people chances to ask about what they don't understand and also can get new knowledge for the others. For the evaluation, firstly, we will spread a few questions about the using of verses Al-Quran and Hadith and their meaning to teenagers in USIM. We will ask about the using of the verses are right or not in some situations. The question will be given when we promote our program. The question that we use will find from any verses that people always hear in any class or talk that many people attend, or from social media that we can find. This part is to analyze whether they use the right verses to spread to people are right or not. So we can use the data that we get to implement in the talk and emphasize the topic that most students and teenagers wrong and correct their understanding. This is also can help us to understand the level of their understanding about the verses that they always hear. Secondly, we will give a few form of questionnaire to the participant, especially teenagers, after the program. This is because we want to get data and analyze whether they get the input or not from the program. We will ask them about the same question like we asked them in the first step and analyze whether they can answer it right or not. We also give form to evaluate our program. This is also important for us to get the information from people who attend to our programs whether the program is important or not to the community. If the data show that the program is important, we will organize any other program that relate with our goals in the future, and if the data show that the program is important, we will organize any other program to show that we are very care about the advances in using verses Al-Quran and Hadith in spreading dakwah. We also ask them to give any suggestion for us to improve our program in the future so that we can fulfill their desire.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fuad bin Yasman. My matric number 1181257. I will talk about organizational capability. Our organization has an advantage in terms of the way of delivery that we have learned that each group or individual involved in a conversation or two-way talk has a different way, such as the way of delivery with the elderly, with young people, with non-Muslim, and so on. Okay, so our organization will hold a program that will talk about the division of verses from the Quran and also false hadith. In this program, our organization will work with Jakim, who have a lot of experience in such matter. Our organization will work best so that what is presented can be understood by the participants, inshallah. Okay, next, personnel and staffing pattern. We divided in this program. We divided our organization to 4 positions, such as participant manager, participant registration, refreshment, and safety technical. Job scope for participant manager: prepare a plan for duty members in their respective units. Ensure that the equipment list is prepared in advance. Job scope for participant registration: registering participants, draw up the appropriate forms, and draw up the participant certificate. Job scope for refreshment: provide all parties with sufficient food and drinks. Prepare a table for the program. And lastly, job scope for safety and technical: responsible for all participants' protection and ensure the program runs smoothly. That's all.
Alright, so for continuation and sustainability, in order to maintain continuation for the project, we train new recruit, which their main focus to spread the knowledge of Islam to the people, to the community. And for the sake of communication and relationship, for maintaining long-term relationship with the public and the funder, sponsor, we have created our own websites, social media presence, and email. We also open for volunteer, any volunteer that want to help us with this project. Plus, we also open online fundraising to reach wider audience. Also, to give opportunity to any individuals who like to donate, who like our project and want to donate. And there were also local agencies involvement, which they will help in sustaining the project activities beyond the project duration. Okay, next, the budget. So the budget for our program is about 1,500. We get the income from fundraising plan, which is sponsorship from our collaborator, donation from influential people, and also donation from the public. And the sponsorship will be used mainly for the programs, which is to pay the trainer or preacher, to pay the venue, the presence, and the catering. Okay. I think that is all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.